Do you recognize this paper? Because remember, before we quit going to school every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we would do a pattern play sheet in the morning where I would start a pattern and you would have to finish it, remember? How about if we practice that again a minute before we do our math sheet, because our math sheet today is about patterns too. So, for our pattern today, I am going to do, you just watch. Whoops. What do you think? Do you know what comes next? Sometimes if you say it out loud, it helps, right? So we say circle, X, X, triangle, triangle. Circle, X, X, triangle, triangle. What comes next? Yes, circle. Circle, X, X, triangle, triangle, circle. X, X, triangle, triangle, circle. What's next? X. And then what? Yes. And then what? Good. Here. Okay. Since you're getting so good at it, Mrs. Pettit is going to put a line right through here. And let's see if we can keep it going. What comes next? Circle, X, X, triangle, triangle. Circle, X, X, triangle, triangle. Circle, X, X, triangle, triangle. Circle, oh, that's too easy because it matches up right with that, doesn't it? I made it way too easy. But I think you kids all were doing a great job with your patterns. Maybe I could try one more and make it a little harder. Let's do this. I probably should put some lines on here for you. Okay. Maybe we could do, for our pattern, let's see, how about, let's not make it too hard. We'll do, let's see, X, 1, 0, 0, X1, 0, 0, 4. So what comes next? X1, 0, 0, 4. You know what? I have to show you that it's going to repeat first, okay? So I'm going to do one more. X1, 0, 0, 4. That's our pattern. X1, 0, 0, 4. X1, 0, 0, 4. What goes here? Say it. Yes. And here? Good. And then what? Good. So we've got X1, 0, 0, 4, X1, 0, 0, 4, X1, 0, 0, 4. Next comes we didn't quite get to fill it in, did we? But the pattern repeats over and over. And actually, when we do our math paper, it's quite a bit easier than what we just did together. All right? So here is our lesson on shapes and patterns. And the first thing we're going to do, you are going to color the shapes here to match the pattern right above it. You're going to copycat it. So you just need a blue crayon and a red crayon, and you're going to copy this pattern, and when you're done, I want you to circle what comes next. Then you're going to do the same thing down here, only you're going to use triangles and squares instead of circles and squares. And you're going to use a blue and yellow crayon, and I want you to copy this pattern. And when you get to this blue line here, I want you to circle what comes next, a yellow square or a blue triangle. When you finish that, you may turn it over. And then, this is really good because it has you practicing drawing some of your shapes that we've been studying. So what you're going to do is copy this right underneath. Triangle, circle, like that. And you're going to copy the whole thing, and when you get here, then you circle what comes next. Super duper easy, right? Then for number 2, you're going to do the same thing with circles and triangles. Copy, you don't even have to color it, just draw the shape that copies this one, and when you get here, circle what comes next. And then you're going to do the same thing with this. Triangles, this time the triangle's upside down, isn't it? So you're going to do a triangle upside down, square, triangle upside down, square. And when you get done drawing them, then you circle which comes next, if you kept drawing them. Then you're going to do page 651, same thing. Practice the pattern. Circle what comes next. And then with the green ones, you're going to draw a rectangle and a square and a rectangle and a square. Remember, when you're drawing a rectangle, that 2 of the sides are going to be shorter and 2 are going to be longer. That will help you when you draw them. And then you draw those underneath and circle what comes next. And then, you look at this pattern and you draw what comes next right here. Okay? We've got rectangle, hexagon, square, rectangle. I'm not going to say any more, although it'll be way too easy for you. Then you're going to turn your paper over. Now, I don't want you to just look at this and say, I just draw a triangle and a rectangle and make a pattern like that. Triangle, rectangle, triangle, rectangle, triangle, rectangle. I want you to make up your own pattern. You can start with a rectangle if you want. You can do 3 rectangles and 2 triangles and 3 rectangles, however you want to do your pattern, but make it repeat, okay? So you're going to use triangles and rectangles to make your own pattern. And maybe when you're done, you can say, Mom or Dad, do you know what comes next when it ends? And see if they can figure it out. And then this one, you're going to use circles and squares. And you can put them in any order that you want to make your pattern. And then you ask, when you're all finished and you draw your pattern, say, Mom or Dad, what comes next? And you have them tell you whether it's a square or a circle. So that's not too hard. And I want to make sure you keep this one because this one lets me know what you're going to get on your report card for patterns. All right? So that's it for math today.